Hey YouTube, coming at you with my first Master League Premier team, and it is an oldie but a goodie and one that worked very, very well this time around. So Dragonite, Excadrill, Metagross. It is Dragonite Double Steel. It is probably one of the oldest, if not the oldest, Master League Premier teams. It is a very, very, very straightforward team to use, and I'll tell you exactly how to use it. And I've got a battle that showcases exactly how strong it can be. So it's Dragonite, lead. You stay in if you see basically Gyarados or a fighter or fire. Like, again, you're not really seeing a lot of those in Master League Premier, but if you see any of those, you stay in. If you don't see any of those, you go into Excadrill. Excadrill is your safe swap. Excadrill is very, very spammy with the Mud Shot Draw on Rock Slide. You try to pull out some sort of Gyarados. Like I said, Gyarados you hopefully pull out. You pull out a water Pokemon like Swampert or a fighter, and then Dragonite will punish, and then Metagross runs 3. You try to never use shields on Excadrill. You just try and grab shields. So I forget which battle it is here, but it's a perfect example. It's like a fairy lead. I switch to Excadrill. I draw to Gyarados. I get 2 Rock Slides off. I grab a shield. Dragonite comes back in, and then Metagross with shield advantage will beat almost everything in this league. So that's how the team works. Let's see it in action. It works very well. I'll talk about the meta in a minute. So Gyarados here, so I probably will just stay in here. It is a Dragon Breath Gyarados. Dragon Breath Gyarados makes it a little more likely that I would potentially get out of here. They catch on Goldango, so that is a nice catch. But now I got my Excadrill on it, which is ground. I do make a mistake here. I'm like, oh yeah, I could definitely live a Shadow Ball. And I do, but like not really, because now I get 1 off, and then I'm not even gonna get a second one off. So that really affects this game here, and I'm just like, okay, so okay, so I do get a second one off. Okay, so I do get the second one off, but they shield and farm down. So I did get 2. So I know the Dragonite was on the wow. I know the Gyarados was on the lead. I come in here and I'm like, okay, they give up switch. Once they give up switch, I'm like, okay, I need to keep the Dragonite alive to potentially take out the rest of the Gyarados. I gotta start shielding because this could be like a Hydro Pump or even like resisted Charm at this point. It's gonna take a lot. So I'm just gonna make sure I come out with 2 Meteor Mashes, right? 1 to take this out, 1 to throw at whatever comes in, like blindly, because Goldango's low enough. And Gyarados, I just need to chip here. I need to kind of keep this alive if I can, because I need to do 1 of 2 things. I either need to chip this enough that I can Dragon Breath it, or get this in here, get this low enough. I think it's not low enough. I have to Superpower. And then I'm able to, because I have so much energy banked, get a Dragon Claw off. And take the rest of out what's left of this Gyarados. And I did lower my attack, so it's not quite enough to take out, but I do Dragon Breath down before the Dragon Breath me down. I missed 1 again. Someone's going to comment, you always miss 1 bubble on purpose. Like, no, I just missed 1. So I'm a champ, stay in. Like, this is where you want to see the fighter. So they're staying in, which is fine. They do have Rock Slide, so they try and catch on a Metagross. Come in, this is a pretty nice punish here. Your hardest... Like, you're going to see the hardest thing for this team is a Excadrill, because your Metagross is going to lose hard. You have a mirror match at best, and then Dragonite. The Dragon matchup is actually quite close. But basically Excadrill beats all of them. So if their Excadrill gets like a energy advantage or something, it makes it very, very difficult for you. If they have an energy or shield advantage. So I think maybe one of my losses is like, actually I only got lost like 1 or 2 with this team. Overall did very well with it. And again, that's just 1, the team is very strong, and 2, I've played this team many times before, so I know how it works. Don't know if they had a Rock Slide or not, so I just shielded. Snorlax come in, so I'm going to back-to-back Superpower here, and then come into Metagross. Basically just take this super low, if not take it out, and then just Metagross will take out what's left. So it does go down. Machamp comes in, but they dump their energy, so this is over. Gyarados lead. Again, stay in. It's a waterfall Gyarados, so that makes it even better. If it's a Dragon Breath Gyarados, Dragon Breath Gyarados is kind of like an evenish matchup because they're hitting super effective, but you still get stab on your Dragon Breath compared to them. So it's like a very evenish matchup. They farmed up a lot. I'm like, this could be Outrage, so I'm going to shield. And I think it was Outrage if I remember. Yeah, it was. So this is great. I get the full farm down. Very, very little damage because the waterfall's resisted. They have a fairy, and that's where you immediately switch. Golisopod, that's fine. Rock Slide will do super effective. And I still have my Dragonite to take care of the rest of this, and then I have another steal, right? It's very easy team. It's a very strong team. Liquidation will probably take out because Excadrill is very glassy compared to every other Pokemon here. But now I got so much energy that I'm just going to Drain Claw a bunch here. And I think they realized like too late what happened here because I think they let this go and then they're like, oh wait, is this a double steal team? And they come with Gardevoir to find out, and they find out the hard way. So there it is, and then they top left. Yeah, there's your double steal team. Annihilate. So staying here again, there's your fairy. So once they come in, if they come in with a pure fairy like Sylveon or Florges, I'm coming in Metagross for sure and just like farming. In my top teams video yesterday, I mentioned that there are like 4 or 5 new Pokemon coming up here. And I said maybe you'll see Excalibur, Goodra, if there's enough XLs. I didn't see any of those today. I said Skeldurge is more unlikely because it's newer and stuff like that. I did not see one. I said Feraligatr potentially because I had a community day. I saw one. And then Annihilate. I think I saw about 10 Annihilapes. So, and no Conkeldurs. Like one Machamp, no Conkeldurs. So, with that, I think you need to... So, it was basically the same meta as before. Dragonite, Excadrill, Metagross, your fairies in Florges, Sylveon, Togekiss, Primarino once in a while. And then, I forget if I said this, but like a ton of Gyarados, 1 or 2 Garchomps, and then like 10 Annihilapes. So there's your meta. Let me just go to PvPoke to see if there's any other Pokemon on the list that came up a bunch. But no, it was really the Annihilate. How many? Like I was shocked at. Oh, a couple Magnezones. Yeah, a couple Magnezones. I ran into it twice, or 2 or 3 times. But again, there's another Annihilate. I was shocked at the amount of Annihilapes I saw. I guess it's ranked 5, so I shouldn't be too surprised. And then like 1 or 2 Snorlax. But that was basically it. And then I think I saw like 1 Ursaluna, 1 Avalugg, 0 Hippodons, couple Magnezones, bunch of Metagrosses, obviously. A couple Glycopods. Glycopod is a safe swap. Is pretty strong-ish, right? You only really need to worry about Magnezone as your electric. And then a couple Goldangos. A couple of those. But that's it. That was the entire meta that I saw, which is not surprising. This meta has always been 8 Pokemon dominating. So now you have 8 Pokemon dominating plus Annihilate. I don't think you're going to see many Feraligatrs. I do think, like, given how many Annihilapes I saw today, I would not be surprised if just add the Annihilate to the old 8 or 9. And that's it moving forward. So keep that in mind. So 2 things happened. So I started with the Florges. I couldn't get to work. I tried Florges on another team, couldn't get to work. So I'm like, I just got pissed. I'm like, I'm going to build up. I dropped 1.2 million dust on 3 Pokemon. I built up a Primarina, a non-Shadow Snorlax, and a... what was the third Pokemon I powered up today? Oh, the... I haven't used it yet. It was the other Pokemon that rose up that what's it called? Not Garchomp, not Excalibur. Avalugg. So I dropped about 1.2 million dust into those 3 Pokemon. So you will definitely see those 3 over the next couple days because I just dropped a bunch. Unfortunately, I shockingly don't have the XLs for Alligator. I guess either that community day I did not do much of, or XLs weren't a thing when that community day was around, and I only got XLs after that community day. That could have happened because Alligator's had its Hydro Cannon community day a long time ago. So perhaps it's just like maybe XLs weren't around, or I just didn't do much of it. One of those two. Anyways, don't have the XLs for Alligator. Don't have the XLs for Annihilate, which is kind of shocking to me. I thought with all the Mankeys and as many times Kanto's been around that I could have done that. But I don't have Annihilate XLs. And I don't have XLs for Skeledirge. And then Kommo-o, Bexcalibur, Gudra. I don't have any of those XLs. So, there goes 6 of the top 20 Pokemon that I don't have XLs for. So the only XL Pokemon that I have that I will put teams together. So these are 3 of them. And then I also have Florges, Gyarados, now built up Snorlax. I have a Garchomp. I built up Avalugg. I have Ursaluna. I don't have a Magnezone built. I probably have a Magnezone, but not built yet. Golisopod I probably have the XLs for. I just don't have it built. I do have the XLs for it. I already have a XL Conkeldurr. I don't have... Oh, Goldango's another one I look for. I don't have the coins or the XLs for it yet. Or Hundo. So, again, you're not getting that. Mamoswine. Mamoswine is one I do have built. So, I guess there are like 9 or 10 other Pokemon that I still have built that I could use. But some of those top Pokemon, like I said, Annihilate at rank 5, Gudra 7, Feraligatr 10, Skeledirge 13, Kommo 17, Goldango 27. I do not have any of those. So unfortunately, I will not be able to showcase those. So if you have any of those, I did see, I didn't see what the battles were yet, but I did see a viewer submitted battle come in. So if you have battles with any of those Pokemon, feel free to send them my way and I will 100% showcase. Again, link in the description. What you need to do is you need to upload about 10 battles to Google Drive. Mix of win and losses is ideal. But about 10 battles, Google Drive, send the link into, there's a link below in my thing for submissions. And I'll just say like, what's your name? What's your name? And give me the link. And then if you want to like shout outs or promotions or whatever. And when you send me the link, make sure I have access to the folder, because a lot of times people send me the links and then I like go look through them and I can't access like half of them. So you need to give me access to links. So if you'd like to submit battles with any of those other Pokemon, like I said, I will showcase everything that I just built up and all the things that I mentioned. So I probably don't need a lot of those showcases, but what I need are the 6 Pokemon that I just mentioned. Annihilate, Feraligatr. I don't have Magnezone. If you have Magnezone, I'll probably showcase that, stuff like that. Or if you just go on like an insane run, I'll probably showcase that too. Because we will do a mix of Great League and Master League this week. So I've got a Swampert team coming already this afternoon for Great League. Tomorrow, I don't have a team yet for Master League tomorrow morning, but we'll have a Master League tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, there's already a Cofagrius / Shiftry team, which is kind of fun. And then, yeah, I'll try and find more Master League teams for Monday. I have a Registeel, what happened to sort of Registeel Monday afternoon video coming too. So we're going to pump out 2 videos every day for the next week. Mix of Master League, Great League, and sort of behind the scene, behind the history of, behind the meta, whatever I call it. So I think there's one more battle after this. But again, this team is very, very, very straightforward. I kind of already explained it in the opening how to play with it. And again, this team's not new. You should have an idea how to play with it. But again, just watch for those Pokemon on the lead. Stay in with Gyarados, and stay in with like Water Swampert, and stay in with Fighters. That's it. If you don't see those, execute your safe swap. Try and grab shields. Punish with Dragonite. Metagross roams free with shield advantage, and we'll take the rest. So I'm going to stay in with this lead. They get out. Extra, right? This is where it's tough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Rock Slide because you'll live. I'm going to Superpower to either KO or grab a shield. And if I grab a shield, then I can come and mirror, knowing that I'm going to be able to win that match and then get alignment back. So I Superpower, I grab the shield. They will grab 2 shields from me, but I will grab a shield and take them out. So they're like 3 or 4 energy ahead of me, but not enough to like flip it around. So I will grab a shield here or take it out. I grab a shield. They're going to grab my second shield. That's fine. I'm not going to farm up too much because the switch timer is almost up. So I'm just going to wait here, throw the drill run, take this out. Like I said, extra drill with shields or energy for your opponent could be very tricky against this team. Out comes the Gyarados. I expected it to be a Waterfall Gyarados because of they left the lead. If it was a Dragon Breath Gyarados, it's very unlikely they leave that lead. So now I got to come Dragonite, but they've got some energy. So if this is a crunch, it's probably going to take me out. And then I'm going to have Metagross kind of sweep with whatever lens. So not quite enough to take me out. I stay in. They come with their own Metagross. I don't think I can get out of this one either. I think I just mistitled all these. Earthquake will not take me out. I'll take them out, but then they should be able to take me out. I think I just mistitled a couple of these because I was looking at my thing. I had like 10 battles and I only had 1 labeled as a loss. But I'm like, no, that's not right. I lost like 2 or 3 times. So I'm definitely going to lose this. Yeah, okay. Weird. So I guess I missed it. So I probably lost like 2 or 3. Maybe 7 and 3. That makes sense. Yeah. So that's a team. Again, pretty old team. Pretty common strategy. Like if people have played GBL long enough to have played Master League Premier, and you run Dragonite and Safe Swap Excadrill, they know your team. Like that's how common this team is. But it's a very, very common strategy, but it's very, like I said, let it cook. It's a pretty safe team. Anyways, yes, please submit battles if you have any. Appreciate the comments and support. Check out the Swampert Great League team this afternoon, and I will see you guys in the next one.